Guess what I did? Guess what I did? Music. Die! Mikey. I've been trying for years. And I'm still fucking here, bitch. Everybody keeps telling me, no, buddy. Don't kill yourself, that's bad. And then I try to kill myself. And then people get mad at me because I want to kill myself. What the fuck? Why made? Because. Yesterday, I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to be streaming yesterday. I was supposed to be streaming today. So you get extra made stream. Because today was the original plan. Yesterday was an accident. Like some of y'all were. I had to think about whether I wanted to make that joke, and I decided I do want to make that joke. So, maid outfit. It's in the fucking way! I was on purpose. I was on purpose. I was also on purpose. I was very much so on purpose. I was also the second one, because the first one didn't really take. So not only was I on purpose, but I am also the only one that made it. I wish I could say that I, like, ate my twin in the womb or some shit, and I didn't. The last one just couldn't handle being alive. Which is, you know, like, fair, cause same, but, you know. Lock in or something, bro, I don't know. But we get some heavy metal, 6 hours heavy metal no vocals that I've used a handful of times, hopefully to keep me awake this time, because this game is so goddamn relaxing that it puts me the fuck to sleep. I was fighting for my goddamn life yesterday. It was so relaxing, so chill, so nice. But also, goddamn! It was so eepy. I'm just made of eep, bro. God forbid a maid sleeps on the fucking job. Watch me, like, one day genuinely fall asleep during stream. I could see it happening, and it's more likely than you think. Oh no, the maid is falling asleep on the job. Guess we have to kill her. God damn it. But in completely unrelated news, but news that is still exciting for me, I had a meeting with a... That pisses off somewhere. He's at work right now. I had a meeting with a master's program, supervisor person. I had to be super duper vague because this is kind of specific and you'll be able to find where the fuck I'm going. And now there's no guarantee and nothing has been offered to me yet, and I'm trying to not get my hopes up as a result. However, the meeting was very, very promising and it sounded really good. So here's to hoping that this actually works out. I texted my boyfriend and I'm like, looks like it's gonna work, it sounded really good, it sounded really promising, and he's like, one of us has to get a break eventually, right? And I'm like, I mean, you'd think, but in this economy, maybe not. I have a job interview on Friday for a place with abysmal dog shit reviews. Like, on Indeed, the reviews are all like, yeah, the boss likes to scream at people, and the boss picks favorites, and the whole shebang, and I'm like, ah. And my first thought is like, okay, well, how do I become the favorite then? Like, not that the way that kind of treatment is okay, but, like, I need to eat, and if I can get a job and, like, kiss ass for a couple months, I could do that. Abysmal reviews, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, fucking great. But if I can get an income, you'd be amazed what I'd put up with. And I'm personally am really, really good at kissing ass for people that are, like, actual, like, fucking demons in human form. Which, not to get, like, too depressing on main, but, having been abused as a child does actually give you a great skill for kissing ass. You put up with chat, so it's fine. Yeah, I can put up with y'all. I put up with y'all. I managed to, be abused for years, and, like, we're good. Like, again, not to get too depressing on main, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail on that. But, silver lining, right? Transferable skills. Transferable skills. I have a wonderful transferable skill set, okay? It's funny because streaming actually has given me a great deal of transferable skills. Because I've gotten good at, I find that being entertaining in general is attempting to be entertaining and presenting yourself in a way that is more of an entertainment sort of like vibe. I think I'm not showing that I'm entertaining right now. But I find that it is actually a relatively useful skill, including in academia, where I'm trying to present like a dry ass fucking topic and I can be like, yeah, let's go! Is there really a difference between abusive parents and realistic bosses? I wouldn't know. I got fired over email, I wouldn't know. Like, I haven't got a single goddamn clue. Is it weird that some people have the perfect name for their job, so it's such a Penelope Proof? That's funny. I mean, I feel like if you have a name like Penelope Proof, you have to... You have to be a detective. Or a baker, I guess. Proof the dough. Well, let's get this floor cleaned. Like, again, what are all these kids doing on this roller coaster that are making this much of a fucking mess? What are you allowing on your roller coaster? It's making this much of a goddamn mess. How the fuck? Misdemeanor. God. Might as well become a criminal! Might as well. Let's clean this fucking crab. Not clean. Why does the crab look like he's praying? This crab is giving you gospel. This crab is one of those people that like has a microphone and is like screaming on the corner of the street about Jesus Christ. That's what this crab is doing. That's his life. And then this crocodile head is just trying to cross the fucking road. But unfortunately he has to wait at the stoplight. So he has to listen to this guy talk about how Jesus died for our sins. Hyper specific, but unfortunately is just a part of life when you live in a city. The crab believes in white Jesus. The crab believes in white Jesus. God. Sometimes I think to myself, I wonder if I should moderate my chat a little bit harder. I wonder if I should, like, maybe try and be more brand friendly with stuff like this. Because, like, I think I am pretty brand friendly, especially in the wider scheme of things. But sometimes we say shit and I'm like, that's fucking funny. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't allow y'all to say that. But man, it's fucking funny. So I can't justifiably be like, no, we shouldn't say that, because no, it's funny. Would you get gems like this if you were brand friendly? True, I would not. I would not get the crab believes in white Jesus. And also, it is legitimately something that, like, I think is bullshit. Why is Jesus white? Why is Jesus of Nazareth, a guy from the fucking Middle East, why is he a white ginger? Why did you make him look like that? You know the whole, like, oh, well, she's actually 1,000 years old, then why did you draw her like that? I feel kind of the same way about Jesus. If he's supposed to be from the Middle East, why the fuck did you draw him like that? Why did you make him a white ginger if he's supposed to be a Middle Eastern man? Like, what are you doing? It reminds me of that guy who's, like, the white blonde guy who grew up in China and speaks really good Chinese. But he also speaks English with a Chinese accent, so he just looks like hella racist, and it's just unfortunate. Reminds me of that. Why is a man said to have bronze skin as white as humanly possible? there's a song that I listen to on the regular, and one of the lines is, they say that Jesus is the way, but then they gave him a white face, so they don't have to pray to someone they deem lesser than them. And I'm like, you know, she's got a fucking point. Like, I hate to tell y'all, but that do be what it sounds like. As somebody who's not religious, it's kinda what it looks like. Like, I try not to talk religion too much, but I will talk bullshit. I will absolutely talk my bullshit. God, come here. I'm going to get this shit cleansed, goddammit. With the power of metal music and my power washer, I'm going to clean this fucking floor. I think that's all the floor. Nope, I missed some over here. There we go. Someone who likes being factual about a topic as possible. White Jesus is crazy to believe in. Yeah, white Jesus is crazy. Like, I value the right to have whatever belief you want to have, as long as you aren't hurting anybody else. But at the same time, I do think it's kind of wild. I believe that you should have the right to believe in whatever you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody. I also believe that I should have the right to think that your beliefs are whack as fuck. That's it! Like, I'm not saying that I think you shouldn't be allowed to believe in it. I think that I should be able to be like, that's weird, and then move on. It's like, wild. Anyway. Then doing opposite of said religion. That is, unfortunately, my thing as well. That's the only thing that I do dislike, is because, Christianity, when you actually read the book, is a very, like, kind and soft. I don't want to say soft, because that sounds like an insult. Like, it's a very kind religion, all things considered. And so it is kind of sad when you see a religion that is actually very pretty being used in a way to, like, harm other people, and that kind of sucks. Because it makes everybody look bad. And I've met people that are part of that religion who are very good people. But it's really hard to reconcile that sometimes when you see these people using the same beliefs to justify really terrible treatment of people. And that's, I think, where a lot of people fall off when it comes to religion, myself included. I personally fall off when it comes to religion because I have a hard time believing in worship. I have a hard time, like, getting behind worship as a concept, because, like, I worked hard for the things that I do. Why should I thank somebody else for my things? Like, that's usually where you lose me. Is 'cause it's like, oh, we must thank the Lord for your successes. And I'm like, no, bitch, how about we thank me? I did the work. God was not the one writing my fucking final exams. Yeah, Jesus hung out with the lower class all the time. Jesus was chill. I like Jesus. Jesus is fucking great. Jesus is dope. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that Jesus has said that I wasn't like, fuck yeah, man. Jesus just made sense. That's it. That's the whole point. Jesus made so much sense. Jesus was great. Yeah, I'll glaze Jesus as a dude. Dude was just a bro. Washing in time with the wash. Okay, I think. Oh god, come here. She just also said fuck the mega churches. Fuck these in particular. Oh. Oh god, I'm not excited to have to apply for more jobs. Like, most of my life right now is apply for jobs, take a break to play some Warframe, apply for more jobs. I'm gonna go on the Canada job board after I'm done streaming because I've kind of milked the fuck out of Indeed. Hold on, it's bell time. I must be a bulb! Bob! Hi, Boyle. There we go. Let's make sure that my ear isn't cut off. There we go. Oh! Everybody loves the ball. Yeah, if I ever rebrand, I'm gonna have to, like, get that bitch remade. That or I'm just gonna have to, like, adjust the colors, which I think I can get away with doing, but I'm admittedly not 100% sure. I should be able to do that. I'll double check with the artist to be like, hey, can I just, like, put on an overlay in OBS and just change the colors on this bitch? Can I do that? I don't see why I wouldn't be allowed to do that. The game is lagging. I have everything turned way down. Can you stop lagging, please? Frames! When your frame rate just immediately plummets to like 10. I don't know how visible it is for you guys, but for me, it's really bad. It's just kinda sucks balls. But what can you do about it? Fucking nothing. Who's just sitting up here? Who lives here? Whose house is this? What is this place that I'm cleansing? This fucking chair's shaped stupid. Damn it, I'm going to get this fucking clean. There we go. It's funny how they also got rid of, like, the, what kind of material is this in Power Wash Sim 2? Because in 1, you had different soaps for different stuff. And it would always tell you, like, oh, what material is this? Like, metal or plastic or miscellaneous or whatever. And Power Wash 2 got rid of that. Which, I haven't used the soap the entire time, so I don't know if the soap's any different. I assume so. Stranger Than Heaven is a funny thing for me because a lot of Americans think this. I'll definitely play this in dub, even though it's quite obvious it's going to be a dub thing, like full English. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. I assume it's a Yakuza game. Yeah, most things I'll usually play it in sub, unless the dub is like genuinely very good. Because some dubs are genuinely very good. Like I really enjoy the Genshin dub, for example. I think the Genshin dub's really nice. Like, stuff like that. But generally speaking, especially when I'm playing games that are sub first and then the dub was, like, kind of just thrown on top, I don't usually play dubbed. But it depends on the quality. If you have the, like, stereotypical anime dude voice in the dub, then it's like, okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll just use the sub and move on, because, just like I can't do the voice. But you know what I'm talking about, the stereotypical anime male voice. New Yakuza thing, the Stranger Than Heaven is already dual language. People saying dub is gonna be great is so funny. It could go either way with shit like that. If it was more mainstream, because like, while Yakuza is good, I would not consider Yakuza to be like mainstream media at this point. At least not in the West. My brain was just like, well, you put Sayu in it. Then you could probably say the dub's gonna be good, because Sayu's in fucking everything. Okay. Oh my god, I can make it be other colors? I didn't know that. Okay, check your frame rate, VSync. Okay. Let's try and unfuck that little frame rate. It's pink! It's Danganronpa blood! Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I do have to do the thing. The cum. The cum dirt. The cum dirt is here. Most recent there's a case on there, so there's something. Okay, I will not be leaving that there. I do like the pink, so we're gonna be leaving that. But I had to just be like, the cum. Because the pink is much less offensive on the eyes than the orange is, so we're just gonna go with that. And I'm not using white, partially because one, it's also equally offensive on the eyes, and two, it looks sus as hell. And I don't wanna. There we go. Just clean off this random fucking flower. There we go. I have to admit, this is not my favorite map thus far, but I'm committed. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, well, I am here and I'm committed, so I will be completing this task, goddammit. Okay. Wash. Fucking graffiti always sticks. I need to use like the proper washer. Or I have to like sit on it for an extra amount of time. Hi, Veld. I don't know, I feel like Axel's pretty mainstream. It's more than it was when it came to the States. Yeah, Zero coming here. I think that it is more mainstream, but when you talk about mainstream, I think about shit like Marvel Rivals. I don't hear about Yakuza, like, unprompted. I only ever hear about it within the community. I don't hear about it outside of the community. The only, like, mainstream coverage I've heard about it has been the recent controversy. But I can't say that I've heard about it outside of its, like, bubble. It's definitely more mainstream than it used to be, but I'd argue that it's not something that I would consider mainstream, like, common in the same way that a lot of bigger video games are. Or I guess more popular video games are. Actually, wait, hold on. You'll appreciate this. I can make the highlight white. Who came all over the fucking sign? Who came on the sign? Who gooed on the sign? Who gooned on my sign? Damn, Rosie's lost her state. Hi, Mudkip. Hello! Everybody's here today. Everybody gets to appreciate the cum. Sorry, I couldn't hold it in. Mudkip! Mudkip, why'd you come all over the fucking roller coaster? Why did you do that? How dare? You came all over my fucking roller coaster. Disgusting. I didn't even try to clean it up. Leaving the minimum wage worker to do it. It was too fun. I was leaving the minimum wage worker to clean that up. How dare. I do like the pink, but the white is funny. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Wash. That's gonna piss me off. There we go. Scoot that bitch out of the way. I'm a minimum wage worker. I was until recently. But no. Which, I've been thinking about that again, like the whole getting fired thing, and I told them that I was having a hard time affording stuff and that I needed more hours, and the fact their response was to fire me is kind of funny. A lot of stuff in WWE Raw and stuff like that. WWE Raw? That sounds like a Pornhub channel. I have never heard of that, but I'm also not shocked that that's a thing. There we go. Cleansed. Maki's playing Subnautica. It's a wrestling thing. I figured. But it really does just sound like a porn channel. Ah! Fuck. Hell yeah, I am. Bro's playing fish. We gotta stream Subnautica too so that we can give each other subs, and then we can get the fucking little goober on our names. Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is that, to get, like, Cake has it, for example, if we can get the, you can only get the little, goober thing next to your name, the way that we have, like, NASA and stuff. Fish without you. Bro's fishing without me, and by the time I'm done streaming, you're gonna have to be back at doing your job. Disgusting. It's almost like you hate me or something. It's okay, I understand. Wrestling is really important. A lot of people actually slamming their asses on people's faces. Yeah, a lot of it does. It does. Yeah. God. Sheila Laters. My God, why? There you go. There we go. Rocks. Yeah, the plan is for us to stream Subnautica 2 together and then get you the subs. You can't tell me that happens and tell me it's a full sport. Well, since most of it's staged anyway, right? Like, the match winners are decided beforehand, are they not? In a lot of those cases, anyway. Like, I don't know, because I don't watch a lot of wrestling, but it seems like most of it's staged. Or at least, like, heavily managed. Into that little crevice down there. I am a ball maid. I will make sure that everything here is clean. God damn it. Getting the cum off the gator. Who came on the gator? There we go. The winner's already pre-decided, yeah. Yeah! That's when you can't tell me it's a full sport for me, is when, like, it's not actually has anything to do with skill, everybody's just, if the winner's already been decided, like, you can't tell me it's a full sport when it's not actually competitive. It's just for show. Like, now, if you can just tell me that it's just for show, I at least, like, respect it, but it's played up as, like, this whole, like, wow, look at how strong this person is. Like, yeah, you can't get me with that. Bandana did it. Yeah, I remember that he was doing wrestling. Or boxing. Wash. My boyfriend wants to get into boxing. Like, kind of as more of a casual thing. Like, he's not exactly looking that hard right now. But he's like, I think that this is something I would benefit from. And I'm like, sure, we can find a place. Like, go have fun, do what you want to do. But we also can't exactly afford to do any of that shit right now, so... Sing me a song, oh Banana Man. God. The Banana Man. God, my boyfriend had the Banana Man song as his, like, fixation for a week, and it was starting to get on my nerves for a while there. Have you seen Banana Man? Something in the white hot sand. Yeah, I mostly managed to tune it out because it was genuinely just starting to get on my fucking nerves. Because it was just, have you seen Banana Man? And I'm like, darling, I'm gonna make you see God. Wash. Sometimes I think to myself, maybe I should worry more about playing games that everybody likes, and then I'm sitting here like, yeah, but I like this game, and this is what we're doing. Sometimes you just have to be selfish with your stream schedule and just play whatever the fuck you want to be playing. Be like, well, everybody's gonna have to... Y'all gonna like it, y'all gonna not like it. C'est la vie. There will be more streams. Because, Friday is Subnautica 1. And I do plan to move into Subnautica 2, but I want to do the first one first and enjoy some of that for a little while. Especially because we're playing Subnautica 2, Waki, myself, and Cake. And I have Fixation of the Banana Man song too, oh god. There's some more of them! People watch wrestling and I think it's the best thing ever than to announce Asian martial arts, so that's the most unrealistic combat sport ever. Yeah. I mean, we all know the real reason why it's getting denounced. But... you know. Let's just keep cleaning my rocks. I do often bounce back and forth between, like, I don't want to be political on stream. At the same time, it's kind of hard to not be political on stream because you can't really exist and be not political unless you, like, refuse to acknowledge anything else going on around you. So I have a hard time just not bringing up any sort of politics or difficult topics at all. That's something that I do honestly have a hard time with, just because it's like, okay, well, this is something that's important to me, so how do I just not talk about shit like that? I don't know. Real wrestling or WWE? We're talking about a bit of both. We're talking mostly about WWE, how people are always like, oh yeah, look at this like crazy, masculine, strong sport, but it's like all fucking staged. It's kind of hard not being political when Yakuza 3 was all politics. It's kind of hard to not be political when you exist. That's usually where I'm at. Like, how do you exist in the world and be completely apolitical when the world is political? Like, how does that work? It doesn't work for me, but yeah, we're talking about how WWE is kind of bullshit because everything is preset, and it's like, how are you calling this like a sport when the winner's already decided? It doesn't really have anything to do with strength, it just has to do with like whose coach is better, I guess. WWE is stupid. I think that it could be better, and I think that if they just marketed it as what it is, it wouldn't be as dumb. But the idea that it's like real wrestling, and it's like, no, dude, this is show bullshit. Like, they're dancing around each other and doing some fuck shit for entertainment. If you told me that's what they were doing, I'd have no problem with it, but you can't market it as one thing and then be like, oh, well, this is actually what we've been doing the whole time. Like, that's bullshit. Okay. This is gonna be a bitch to wash. This is going to be a bitch to clean. WD is a soap opera for men. I enjoy good soap operas. Mostly like, K-dramas and shit like that. I enjoy K-dramas and C-dramas because they're basically just soap operas. And they're fucking great. Sometimes you just want to enjoy your soaps and not have to worry too much about anything. Like, sometimes I just want to be able to enjoy entertainment that is just entertainment and not have to worry about, like, oh, the deeper meaning and, like, what does this mean? What's going on in this that I need to think about? Like, no, bitch, I don't want to think. I want to just, like, watch my fucking soaps and dissociate. Type men refuse to watch actual soap operas. So many men refuse to watch actual soap operas, and I'm like, bitch, there's a reason that they're so beloved. Like, are they overused and goofy as shit? Yes. Are they fascinatingly entertaining? Also, yes. Like, they're just really good. Men who like watching other men get sweaty and rubbed up against each other. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just be honest with yourself. Like, that's where I'm at. Nothing wrong with it. Just be honest. Like, don't act like WWE is this, like, manly, masculine, men-only kind of vibe when it's vaguely homosexual. And also, more women wrestlers, please. The goth chick is great. Everybody thinks that she is pretty, myself included. I love rage baiting manly men. Sometimes you just gotta piss people off for fun. What did I miss? All these fucking posts. Oh, it's up there. Oh no. Say that when his actual move where a grown-ass man twerks on another man's face. Yeah. It's a wee bit special. Let's call it special. Oh, what's dirty now? What did I miss? Oh, shit. The post. And then roof rock small. Yay, I'm free! Harris mentions you're just doing this. Yeah, I'm just vibing. Just the heavy metal, no vocals. And then I'm just like, yeah, I'm just washing shit. God forbid a bitch just vibe. If you can stand G-force. The solar system! This is what I wanted to do. You like football? You like watching sweaty men play with balls. Hmm. Oh god. You wanna get fucking flashbang, chat? Him. Nothing wrong with enjoying sports. But, like, if you're weirdly toxic about it, I am going to become a problem just for fun. Because sometimes I enjoy just being a problem. And, for the record, I'm very good at it. Like, what the fuck did you guys do in here? Jesus. I'm just listening to music that I like to listen to, playing games that I like to play, having a good time. Being a good streamer, I think, is realizing that sometimes this is what you gotta do. Is just do what you wanna be doing. And just vibe. Oh, this is all an alcove wall. Okay. I don't really want denouncing One Piece's impact in the world because I know their style. It's the most third grease shit ever. Yeah, I get that. I don't watch One Piece because I don't want to get into it because there's so much to watch. And I admittedly am not the biggest fan of the art style. But you can't be like, oh, well, this is abysmal dog shit. Like, I don't think it's abysmal dog shit. I think it's had a significant impact on anime and is a very popular anime. I meant gray, my finger's up on the E. I figured you meant, like, third-rate bullshit, and I just kind of went from there. Oh, look at the walls! Have I talked about how much I fucking love space? Have I talked about that, like, at all? Because I can talk about space for so long. I love space. I think space is amazing. I think space is cool as shit. I love space stuff. I just found my boat. I'm relatively good at translating in my head. Or at least getting the gist of it. No, I love space so very much. I think space is fascinating and cool and terrifying, and I almost went into astronomy when I was younger. But then I decided that I didn't want to do that shit. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because it just sounds like a lot of fucking math. And I just didn't want to do all that. There we go. Sometimes you need to bring out the big guns. Bring out the big wash. Bring out the power wash. Oh my god. this is the title. Yeah, but saying it has no impact or it's just childish levels of politics is some massive cope for your favorite series not being as big. Yeah. But a lot of people also just kind of look at anime and see it as less than for various reasons too. Be it that they don't like the art style, be it that they think that anime is just kind of like for children, or what have you, and I'm like, I'm sorry, some of the most impactful shit I have ever watched has been anime. I forget what it was called, but that anime movie about the boy and... Oh, A Silent Voice! A Silent Voice was incredibly fucking impactful, and I thought it was really, really wonderful. Your Lie in April is something that I cannot physically watch again because it destroyed my fucking soul. I found Death Note to be fascinating, and I find myself often wishing that there was more of it that I could consume, because it's just so good. Like, it's still good. A lot of the most impactful and best shows that I've watched have been also not Western shows. I really enjoyed Girl from Nowhere, which is Thai, I think? It's Thai or Vietnamese, and I forget. And Crunchyroll, the one time I wanted to watch one. Allegedly, there's a website called number 9, so like 9 anime, and if you go there, pretty much every single anime that you could ever want is allegedly there. I'm just saying. Allegedly, pretty much everything is on 9anime. I think it's .2. Make sure you have an ad block on, but like that's about it. I don't want a virus. Just get uBlock Origin. It's free. It's a free Chrome extension. And then your ads go away. And you don't get a virus. I've been using 9anime for years and I've never had any issues. Wash. God, I love these pinks and purples. It's so satisfying. I don't have a PC. That's fair. I think you can still get it on mobile, but it's a lot harder. I found a way to block all my ads on my phone for a while there. Crunchyroll was being a bitch and eradicated a lot of pirate sites for some reason. I started like a pirate site, like, bitch, is where you came from. Don't forget who the fuck made you. Yeah. Yeah, 9anime is one that I have heard about that I would certainly never use because piracy is wrong. Yeah, that's the one that I've commonly heard about. I also learned how to torrent stuff a little while ago because I needed to understand how the evil people did things for a better understanding of how evil they are. I'm sitting up for one right now. I have a whole $150 right now. Holy shit, look at you go. I entered a competition to try and win a new PC. We'll see if that works out. It probably won't, but I'm allowed to like have some degree of hope. I've entered a bunch of giveaways and really never gotten in any of them. But alas. One day. I do want to get a better PC, but since my current PC works just fine, I'm not real keen on saving money I don't fucking have. Yeah, that's the biggest thing I think, is that I just don't have the money to save anyway, so like, what is there to worry about? Invincible isn't even the most god tier thing ever, but those fans were saying they'd rather glaze out than watch shit like, let's say, Attack on Titan. I haven't even heard of Invincible. Maybe I have, but I don't think I've heard of Invincible. Only 37 more weeks. Until baby. 37 weeks? Bro's a couple weeks pregnant, let's go. I mean, you're basically just dating a child. Think about it. It's an Amazon Prime superhero deconstruction type show. It's kind of how I feel about Euphoria, because I think that a lot of shows are weird and like shock factor-y just for the sake of being shock factor-y, not necessarily to like tell any kind of story. Not that Euphoria is necessarily like that, but I think the Euphoria definitely does a lot of shock value bullshit. And a lot of like modern, especially Western shows, do a lot of shock value bullshit, and I can't get behind it, because I'm just like, okay, tell a story though, bro. Don't just, like, do gore just so you can do gore. You do gore to tell a story. Like, Girl From Nowhere is a really good example. Girl From Nowhere does some fucked up shit, but it makes sense. Omni-Man. Oh, I think I have heard about it. Every time it's too obsessed with deconstruction, I'm just telling a story. Yeah, it's like, let's break down this thing, and I'm like, listen, that is important. And I do think that deconstruction is important in art, and I think that it's important to think critically about the stuff we're consuming, don't get me wrong. But I also think that there's nothing wrong with just wanting to tell a fucking story, man. Like, I'm not trying to, like, anti-intellectualism my way through things. Like, I do think that critical thought for the media you're consuming is important. And I think that the media we're consuming should make us think about stuff. But I don't think that every single thing should be, like, a heavy deconstruction of society. I think it's okay to just tell a story about something. And that story can be with themes of deconstruction or with themes of XYZ without, like, in your face. About, like, let's break down this thing. Because a lot of stories have always been life lessons. But I think that it's a lot of the nuance has been lost. Like, the stories aren't stories that have meaning. They're meaning that is wrapped in a story. If that makes sense. Like, the meaning is the point, not necessarily the story. And I feel like that's been the shift. Maybe not like that. It's probably not the best way to describe it, actually. Because the meaning has always been the point. I think it's just that it's become idea first, story afterwards to try and make it something like this. And I think a lot of it, too, is that this is what filmmakers and people know is popular right now, so they're just doing it just to make money. And, like, I get it. We all gotta make money. But at the same time, like, that doesn't really apply when you're, like, a rich director or whatever. Yep. Wash, wash, wash. Pimp. Crunch, there we go. I just pop my fucking wrist back where it's supposed to go. Royce and Joyce. Feel free to enjoy the exhibits and have a nosy at the info while you wash. I will definitely be doing that, because I'm fucking nosy. Hell yeah! 3 stram streak, let's fucking go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Congratulations, girl. But... God, I made pasta. I made pasta yesterday for dinner, and I had the food ready for when my boyfriend got home, and I'm like, I feel like such a fucking housewife, and it was kind of great. And I'm sitting here today like, maybe I should make bread. Though my boyfriend can have, like, a nice bread for his sandwiches. And I don't know why the housewife is strong with this one, and then the cat ate it. Nope. We demolished it. I ate more than he did. But yeah, today he wants to make food, even though I'm like, you're working in a warehouse all day, why would you want to come home and cook? And he's like, my desire for good food is stronger than my tired. To which my response was, are you saying my food isn't that tasty? Huh? Because, like, I'm kidding. And he's like, I did not say that. You can tell you're in a healthy relationship and you have to basically make up shit to fucking fight about. And it's not even fighting at this point, it's just like, what are you saying about me right now? You're saying you hate me. Fresh bread is so good, it really is. And like, I've made bread several times, and every time, like, fresh out of the oven, warm bread. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. And it's not hard to make bread. Like, it's really not hard. So maybe I'll make some tonight. And then, or just, because I have to proof the dough, so maybe I'll just make some today. Get it all set up, and then we can have bread with the pasta that boyfriend wants to make tonight, and we can have, like, fresh bread, the whole shebang. figure something out. I don't know. But yeah, fresh bread and like fresh warm bread with just like some butter fresh out of the oven. Crack. Sex is great. You ever have fresh bread with butter? But yeah, maybe I'll make some so that way boyfriend can have some for his lunches. And we can call that that. And I've got the garden all started up. The living lettuce is not taking the garden very well, so I may have to take it out. But we'll see. I might be able to put it in the kitchen. I just have to Google if cats can eat lettuce, because Moose will definitely try and eat it. So I need to see if it's like safe if Moose eats some of it, because if it's not safe, then I'm gonna have to leave it outside. I forgot Slime Girl was a model because no one does it. Yeah, nobody likes the Slime Girl. I think Slime Girl is cute and the rigging's really well done, but I do get why nobody necessarily does it. But yes, we have the Slime Girl model. We have my Slime Girl. I should make one where it's just like, I pick a model at random and it's like dirt cheap. So you guys can just like swap the model all over the place. I wonder if I can also set it up on Twitch so that way I don't have to manually change it. That way Twitch can just change the model once it gets redeemed. That should be a thing. I'm sure that somebody's done it. So I'll see if I can hook that in. Probably hook it in through VTube Studio. And we'll go from there. Wash. How did I miss this whole fucking section? The studio's making One Piece and it's coming out next February. Ooh. It's coming out in my birthday month. Fancy. It's good to keep in mind too, and I try to keep on top of stuff, especially for birthday stuff as well. Fun fact, my 3-year Twitch anniversary is coming out on, well, it's June 4th, I think it is. Yeah, June 4th is gonna be my 3-year Twitch anniversary. And I have got something planned. I will not elaborate on what it is, but do know that I have something planned for that day. I'm so tired. Yeah. Yeah. I think actually... Well, let's see what my notification is. Let's swap over from this. Here we go. Ta-da! It's gonna be manga accurate, so I have to deal with what Toei One Piece watchers deal with. Toei censoring a lot of shit, and also glazing one character by announcing another character. Oh, I hate when games do that. Not games, I hate when shows do that. I only gotten 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. How are you alive? How? If you're in a spot where you can take a nap, and all 4 were yesterday, if you are at all in a spot where you can take a nap, I highly recommend it. Naps are good for you. I have to have like an hour of metal. Now we're gonna have some lo-fi time. Some lo-fi and power wash. Not yesterday, I meant last night. You need to take a nap, my guy. I think you need to take a nap like yesterday. Here we go. Wash, 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 wash. And here my There's a door slamming and it's making me nervous. Since I'm barely home alone anymore, I don't usually have to worry about like the sounds in the apartment. But now that there's like, it's just me in the house, I often find myself like stressing the fuck out about stuff like this. Studio Pierrot posted that with Bleach and Naruto, so for me I think all the big three need that remake treatment one day. Yeah. Naruto is also one that I have not actually gotten around to watching. I tried and I found it to be just not my thing. But I watched what I thought was all of Bleach, which was what was on Netflix. But there's more Bleach than that. I did not know there was more Bleach than that. There we go. If I nap, then I can't fix my sleep schedule. That's fair, but I feel like 4 hours is still something. Like, my god, that's... I would be dead. I don't know how you do that. I remember once I was like conscious for 36 hours straight, but that was entirely due to jet lag. Wash. So for any anime that came out just before 2013, just read the manga because the anime censors so much. Yeah, they do. Especially if it's like westernized too. Just read the fucking manga. Outer cornice light. Okay. I think that part's done. Okay. Well, time to start doing the floor. Time to start running in circles. I'm finally home. Yippee! I can go play more Subnautica with Wonky on his lunch break. Without me. Without me. How dare. Or you can also just go to sleep, because I imagine that you might need that. Because, my god. I'm finding myself looking at like... Actually, I haven't even seen any like food service applications or jobs that have been up right now, like for McDonald's or anything like that, and I find myself looking at them and being like, I could. I'm not quite that desperate yet. Like, no shade to the people who do that kind of work. I just don't know if I have the fucking balls. I don't know if we've got it in me. Whose fault is it they wanted to watch for the simulator? Me. It's my fault that I wanted to watch for the simulator. I enjoy watching my simulator. I need to make sure everything is cleansed or else I will die. I don't understand. Oh, we're already on Slime Girl. Hold on. Then you want Slime Ball. Ball. I'm not censored, but the art changes from scene to scene a lot because reasons. Hold on. Ow.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
Baby. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I had to refund your points for that one. And then ball time. Okay. I refunded Fiery's points since we are already as a slime girl. Ow! I'm being assaulted. Hi, Blind. Hold on, my mouth is full of candy corn. Nom nom nom. Doobie doobie dabba dabba. Something 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 boom 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 boom. Ow! If you keep throwing fish at me, you're not gonna be able to catch any. You're gonna have to catch more fish if you want to keep throwing more fish at me. Boom, 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 boom. I wish that I could set it up so that way you can only, like, throw fish at me if you've, like, caught enough fish. I could probably do it with StreamerBot, but I don't even... That sounds like coding. And I don't even know how the fuck I'd do that. The best way I think to do it would be to, like, count up however many people have, like, cast a bunch of this. How many people had, like, typed cast, and then count that for how many fish you can throw at people. Chad, I just showered at the public gym today. It could cost our fish coins. You must pay to throw fish at me. No, but I think it'd be funny if you could, like, you had to catch a bunch of these fish through casting, and then after that you can... After that, then you could do all that stuff. I could probably set it up in StreamerBot, but I'd probably have to go to Reddit and see if I could get somebody to help me out with it. Because that sounds like a hyper-specific thing to do. And I think it would be funny. Oh shit, what'd you catch? Ah, you said stick. Got a branch. Mudkip got a sunfish. Be funny if Mudkip catch a mudkip. Even though I think a mudkip is actually a salamander. I'm thinking of a mudskip. Mudskips are salamander. I caught the dumbest fish! Yes, you did. You caught the stupid fish. The fish that is so stupid that it has become a fucking, like, Korean, I think Korean, meme. For, like, somebody that can't survive. A VHS tape! Why am I always catching junk? I mean, somebody caught fish the other day. One day somebody will catch the legendary goober. One day somebody will catch my goobers. I could also set it up so that you guys can only catch my fish, but then I have to, like, make a shit ton more fish. Got a streaked spinefoot. Okay, that one I don't recognize. That one might have been new, it might not have been new, but I'm not 100% sure. My feet are streaked and full of spines. A streaked spinefoot? That shit ain't got no feet. That shit ain't got no fucking feet. Girl's got no toes. What the fuck? Who caught a sword? Who the fuck caught a sword? I just heard the shing and I'm like, what the fuck? Kate caught a broken sword. Damn, what the fuck? I didn't realize that Earth had a protoplanet. That's neat. Notices it has feet. I think I yapped about this yesterday, but I'm gonna yap about it again. Speaking of feet, I was filming a channel trailer that I haven't gotten edited yet, but I was trying to be like, you should, like, pop by, dip your toes in, promise I won't suck on them. And then I, like, filmed that, and I looked at it, and I'm like, this kind of fucking weird. Like, it's a little too weird even for me, I'm starting to think. I gotta stay up for a stream today. You could sleep! Like, sleep at a normal hour, it's important. I'm always yelling at my chat to go to bed at a normal hour. Especially because so many people in my chat are in, like, fucking Sweden. And they're like, yeah, it's 4 in the morning, and I'm like, go to bed! Go the fuck to bed! No, keep it. I promise I won't suck on him. I want to suffer. I want to suffer. Bro is just so ready for suffering. Okay, no, that's the asteroid belt. I'm like, is that something I have to clean, or is that just a part of the fucking solar system? You can't yell at me when we share time. I can. I absolutely can. If I get a message from you at 2 in the fucking morning my time, and then I check the next day and I go, why the fuck were you awake? I can yell at you for that, especially because then I don't have to check what time it was. It's like the afternoon right now, I just got out of work. Don't stay up late. Do not. Do not stay up late, go to bed. I'm always awake at 2 a.m. And that's why I yell at you. Go to bed. You gotta sleep while the wee one's down as well, because Lord fucking knows they don't fucking sleep anymore. I don't work for the past few hours. No, you're not my mom. Correct. Go to bed. I may not be your mother, but I will still yell at you. Go sleep. Go to bed at 11 o'clock in the fucking morning. I gotta clean the asteroid belt. The asteroid belt is gross. I must power wash the asteroid belt. Ow. We want to eat with perfect time. I think it should done uninterrupted. True. True. Everybody's always like, you gotta sleep while the wee one's down. It's like, okay, but what if I want to get anything done? Because I don't know how the fuck anybody gets anything done when they have a kid. And the answer is that they don't. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Somebody got a bicycle! Yeah, fuck that. Sleep when the kids sleep shit. I mean, I get it when they're like babies, especially because you need to sleep. At some point, you need to sleep. There we go. Ding ding ding. Hi, Yomi. A fucking bike! Hey, listen, you know how expensive bikes are? Blythe. Blythe, my lovely only singular only moderator that's here right now. Blythe, can you give a shout out to Yomi, please? Pretty please.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
It's funny because now it works, and I haven't changed the volume or anything, so I don't know how these ones are like loud as shit for you guys. Speaking of feet, I'm trying to figure out how to work this in casually. Speaking of feet, I've seen this lovely little like foot picture redeem thing that everybody has up right now, and it's fucking funny. Also, thank you, Blay. Speaking of feet, if you're into feet, Yomi does that. Not like real feet, though, like digital feet, but feet are feet. Their ad didn't come up. Rip. Sometimes it's broken. Sometimes it's broken. Which still, again, reminds me I have to unfuck the links because I don't know why Twitch just decided to be like, no links, even though I thought it was allowed. The tooties were out for shame. I think it's fucking hilarious. Little, like, foot asset that you can just redeem, and then you can also redeem to, like, put them away, and it's the funniest shit to me. Put the grippers away. It's in essence sounds funny. Maybe we also have link firms, so when I do command or bot, it does no worky. I think that maybe Twitch just updated or some shit, because I hadn't changed link perms for a while. And I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but yeah, I keep meaning to check and I keep forgetting. So I'm going to try and remember to do it like right after I'm done streaming. Because it is like built into Twitch to allow links or to not allow links. And I don't know why, but alas, I can try to remind you. If you remember, if we can both like try and remember, that'll probably get done. I thought that it would just like go away with time eventually, because usually it does. Oh fuck your sandwich, what the fuck did I miss? Really? Right in front of my salad? I'm gonna eat Twitch's whole ass. You're gonna eat Mr. John Twitch's whole ass? His whole ass? Really? Right in front of my salad? The fuck was that? What's that jingle jangle? The hell does that sound? I can't see what it is. Is it keys? Some keys! Holy shit. Chat found my fucking car keys. I don't have a car, but chat found my car keys. Let's go. What'd you get? My car keys I dropped in the pond again. Into the drink. You got a perch. We are now back to catching normal fucking fish. Do not the fish, but like normal fish. Oh my god, the planets are in the way. I'm just trying to wash the floor and the fucking planets are in the way. What in the goddamn? Sailfish. That one's new. I will.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
Meep. Meep.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
I think you might actually be the only person who uses that redeem cake, and I'm not sure if that makes it more or less funny. Or I need more stuff for sub 2. Maybe. Yeah, we also had that. We ran into the part where we finally got the fucking turbine unlocked, and then it's like, yeah, so you need a bunch of shit, and we're just like, fuck! And I'm not excited. Gas giant planets. I thought that Uranus was also one of them. Ice giant planets. Oh. Maybe the classifications have changed since I learned about them. Mercury. It is just we. What'd you get? And right after I get the quick shut off. You caught a mackerel. I thought that said Michael at first. How'd you do the plush to make it soggy? Got some soggy ass, nasty ass plushie. The fucking Hannah Montana boot all over again. Soak it in milk and then suck it out and throw it at the wall. There we go. I have washed Mercury. I caught it in the pond. I caught it in the water. Nothing I catch is like over 40 gold. You should catch it eventually. Exostellaris. It's a fucking bicycle again? Jesus. Did Black catch that twice? No, Kate caught the bike this time. I thought the Bly had managed to catch a bike twice. I'm like, dude, that's unfair. Okay, hold on. Okay, I guess we're watching this for a second. Rigged fish. I'm gonna rig the fish a little bit. In a second. Once you catch a fish. You got a scooter. Hold on. It's gotta do your math. Ow! Okay. I'm gonna run it like this for a little while. And this way you will only catch my special fish. Just for a minute or two. And we'll see what you guys get. What'd you get? You got the tism! Forgot the tism. Bro, the pond is telling you something. Buntism. Hit up your local skate park. Take the child to the skate park, strap him to you, and just off you fucking go. There are a handful of legendaries in there, so I'm gonna let this run for a little bit and see how it runs. Okay, what'd you get? Hey, you got the creature! The pickle creature. Yeah, that one's a legendary for some reason. It's Pimkle. It's worth 800 gold, Bly. It's worth more than 40. I got Pickle. Yes, Pickle was helping me load up fish the other day, and he's like, hey, put mine in there. And I'm like, sure. And so now he is also part of the fish you can catch. Pickle is a catchable fish. Oh, you got the pickle autism. Let's go. I think that one's also junk. Yeah, one of the pickles is legendary, the other one is junk. I thought it was funny as shit. I'm waiting for somebody to catch the creature. And I'm pretty sure it's just called the creature. Yeah, there's the creature, there's Fi. There's a couple of- yeah, there's Fi. I do want to make more, like, little goober fish to catch. But I need to either draw more fish myself or get more people to draw my fish. And I haven't got money to get people to draw my fish. What'd you get? What'd you get? I'm fucking nosy. You got the Scuff X! That one was Waki's idea. Yeah, Waki's idea was the Scuffex. We have pickles, various existences. I will draw you some fish. Please draw me the most fucked up fish. They don't even have to be fish. Just draw me some weird shit that you could say is a fish. Like, that's all I need. Just draw me some weird shit. I'm gonna ask if Xeno would draw me some fish. As well. Because I like having art from people in my community, like, involved in what's going on, and I wonder if Xeno would draw me some fish. I'm up to speed now. Anything can exist in this pond. In this here pond, anything can exist in here. Do whatever the fuck you want. But yes, I will see if Xeno will create some fish for me. The only thing is that I haven't exactly got commission money. Some kid took a bite out of the moon. Thought it was with chocolate. Shouldn't be spitting like that either. Oh. I wanted to see the bite marks. Yippee, I got bit! Oh, you cut the boyfriend! You cut the boyfriend! You cut a rare, very berry boyfriend. The creature. I forget what the file name is, but it's named like El Creatura and then El Creatura 2 or some shit. Cause boyfriend made that. I didn't do that, he did that. I asked him to make me like something that represented himself, and he made this. He's mine now and I will sell him for 2 slices of cheese. I'll be back, I'm saying my cards the entire time. Have fun, we'll be here when you're back. Let's see what you get. I am gonna tell him that chat's gonna sell him for 2 pieces of cheese. Which is very accurate, I think. Oh, you got the creature! My little goober! Small goober. There's small goober and there's another goober. But the other goober is like a legendary goober, I think. Not that it's impossible, but it's much less likely to happen. I'm gonna go slur now. Scuffex. You got a rare Scuffex weighing 81 kilos. I did also manually set the weight on everything, by the way, so it's like set to be like around that weight. And I just think it's the funniest shit. There's all this weird shit on the planet. Why is there Skulk on fucking Jupiter? You can add the commission you made for me. Oh, I can put the cack in there. Let's go. You can put the cack as a fish. Make the cack into a fish. Then we'll figure out what I'm gonna name it. I'll probably just name it cack. Or we'll name it just like a lie. And we'll go from there. Yes, I will just get a bunch of people to make me some creatures. Because I do want to eventually have like just customs, but I don't have enough to have just customs. Like I want to have like at least like 50 if I was to just run customs. Like custom fish only. And that's a lot of fish, and I don't want to make all that fish. I haven't got the money to commission somebody to make all those fish for me, so I will simply have to figure that one out. Cleanse the rocket. Cleanse the rocket. I'm going to get this shit clean. Just name it deliver for cack. Delivery! Special delivery for cack. Trying to clean a sphere is an interesting time. I also got, I finally had 100 days in Warframe the other day, and I was able to pick between 3 weapons, and two of them started with a Z, and the third one was like an A or something like that. I forget what it was, but I did Google it, and Reddit said that there were 2 of them that were the favorite, so I ended up picking the gun over the melee, because I already have a really good melee. Why isn't it clean? There we go. Let me up. There we go. Help, the dog is tooting and killing my nose. Definitely not a skull I drew. You know. I just require more fish. Then if I get a bunch of custom fish, then I could probably justify trying to set up the streamer bot thing. So you can only throw fish at me if you've caught fish. So I can make it all tie together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Just add lols and then Peter. At what point is that copyright infringement? I may have to draw it myself for it to be considered fair use. Because I don't want to start fucking around with copyright. I'm back. The only thing that I never plan to do is that I never plan to make it so you can't just fish for free. The idea of, like, making it fucking sub-locked or some shit actually pisses me off, and I don't want to do that. It will always be free to fish in this house. It's Uranus ring. Uranus and Uranus's ring. Uranus does have a ring. Uranus is also tipped slightly onto its side. Yay! What are the Nightbots? Bro, just be doing shit. I don't know. Nightbot's just around. Nightbot's just doing shit. Into the basket with you! Oh no, it's because of the Discord being stupid. Hold on. Okay. Hold on a minute. Da, 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 da. I don't know why it's broketed. Okay. There we go. It took me all of 5 seconds to fucking fix it. Even though, since Very Very Beep Boop should be a moderator? Okay, well that should help if I make it into a fucking mod. Not sure if Lucky's on sub 2 today. I do not know. I mean, he was on sub 2 earlier. But he might be doing something else. But he was— I did see him on Subnautica briefly. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Links are fixed, and then the shoutouts should also be fixed now that hyperlinks are going to be able to work. Because I didn't have it set so that way hyperlinks were like immediately turned off, and I don't know what the issue is. But alas, the Discord link is now at least working, so we will take it as it comes. Because I'm like, well, if the Discord's gonna be stupid, then I'm not gonna make it be stupid. Nah, he's off right now. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, because it's 1 o'clock for him now, because he's 2 hours ahead, not 1, so he's past his lunch break. So yes, he would be gone by now. Hello. Hello, sir. Whoop. Satellite, satellite. I'm here to make an announcement. Blub, that is all. I am here to talk my shit. Can I talk my shit again? I love that. Just can I talk my shit again? That's such a good audio. Can I talk some shit real quick, if you don't mind? Even if you do mind, maybe I will be talking my shit. Talking some shit, talking my shit. Just overall being a fucking problem. Watch one of our historic streetcars. Oh, I've been here before. I enjoyed the cleaning the street sweeper. The street sweeper was fun. I could do that. How'd your sweet street sweeper get all fucking grody? Can I take a shit? I mean, talk my shit. Can I take a shit again? Can I please take a shit? Except I'm just constipated. Can I please? Please. Also, I found out recently that Fonderkind, somebody who I looked up to, is at least either taking a severe hiatus or quitting streaming. I found out like the other day when I was stalking his channel to be like, I haven't seen him around in a while. I wonder what he's doing. And I saw like the end of an era, and I'm like, nah. Like we all do what we gotta do, but I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of sad. I'm also sad that I wasn't able to catch more of his streams, but with the sheer time difference, like he ended his streams usually around 6 a.m. my time. So I wasn't usually gonna catch it. Ponderkind, he was the first person who ever rated me, actually, and he's always been somebody that I very much so looked up to. I was also a part of his group when I was playtesting for Confluence, which was the tabletop game that I was playtesting a little while ago. Very sweet dude. Like, incredibly sweet dude. He helped me with a lot of my redeems. He got me into StreamerBot, actually. So, it was very sad, actually, to hear that he had decided that he wasn't doing it anymore. And I'm like, no. But at the same time, you do what you gotta do, right? So, I do hope that whatever he goes into, he succeeds in. But it is still kind of sad when it's somebody that you, like, really looked up to. Because there are a good amount of streamers that, like, I follow and interact with that I do, like, pretty strongly look up to. I've talked about Puzzle a bunch. I do really look up to Puzzle. I think that what they've been able to do is really cool, and the inclusive environment they've been able to foster is incredibly impressive. And that is something that I do really hope to do one day. Like, I hope that the place that I can foster feels as inclusive as I hope it is. Like, I try to make everything that I do, like, as inclusive as humanly possible. So, I hope that that's something that I'm able to do the way that they've been able to do. And with Ponder, it's admittedly much the same. Like, it always felt, like, super... Like, you could walk in and you immediately, like, felt included. You felt included, you felt seen, and I feel like that's, like, the biggest part with a lot of stuff like this, is the way that some streamers, some people, can just make you feel seen some way, somehow. Like, that's, I think, one of the more important things that some streamers are able to do, which is really rather impressive. And that's something that I've often sought to emulate, which I find is very difficult. I think that some people are just inherently more welcoming than other people, and it's something I've always had a hard time with. Like, I don't think I ever had, like, the thing that makes some people popular. Like, some people are just popular just because they, like, have something that sets them apart from other people. And I've never really been able to figure out what the fuck it is. But there are some people that succeed and are well liked because that they just have something. And I don't know what it is, but I know that I don't really have it. And I think that that just is the truth of the matter. Like, I'm not trying to, like, fish for compliments or anything like that. But I think that it's such a unique, like, it factor that I think some people just have that allows them to be successful socially. And I think I've gotten better, especially in recent years, just with practice. And maybe that's a part of it. Maybe it's just that they just have more experience in, like, social settings than I do, which is entirely possible. It could also just be the fact that I'm probably on the spectrum. I don't know. So yeah, some people just draw people to them. Yeah, some people just kind of draw them in. And it's never been a factor that I have had. But I like to think that I'm able to draw people in my own way a little bit. At least I try to think about it that way. Like, I try to think that, like, okay, well, I'm able to draw some people in. Got the buntism. Okay, since the absolutely fucking rapid fish time has calmed down, I'm going to put it back to regular. There we go. Yeah, and I think that with time it comes with experience, and that I've been able to make a space that is welcoming for a decent amount of people. At least I hope so. I have tried to consistently build a space that makes people feel welcome and makes people feel comfortable, adorable to me, and usually I don't want the attention. Yeah, I can hold a conversation, I can yap with anybody about anything, and I'm really, really good with that, but I find that there's a difference between, like, being able to chat around with people, like the gift of gab, the way my family's always called it, and, like, being able to just draw people to you. And then be just well-liked and seen at any given moment. I find that there's, like, a significant difference in that, and that's something that I don't really have. And it may very well just be the autism. Like, I fear that that would make the most fucking sense. It was the autism. And that is fine and dandy and probably normal. Hey, what'd you catch? Is that a crab? Turtle! Nice. I thought it was, the fucking... those little crustaceans that have blue blood that people use in vaccines. Horseshoe crabs. I thought it was a horseshoe crab at first glance. But, yeah. I try not to fixate on it too much because there's nothing I can do about having that it factor or not. The only thing I can do is try and do my best, be who I am as a person, and see if people like who I am. And then I'll go from there. That's usually where I sit. It's like, okay, well, this is what I am. I've tried to fake who I am for many, many years, and I've decided that I'm too fucking old for this shit. Despite being, like, 23. But I'm still too fucking old for this. I'm too old, I'm tired, I don't wanna, like, be doing all this bullshit anymore. Anyway, there's a bunch of... Ooh. Ta-da! The floor is clean. Just make it seem comfortable and inviting. Yeah, that's usually the vibe. Here we go. Yeah. We're comfortable, we're inviting. My vibe is always just... everybody's welcome as long as you welcome everybody else. The paradox of tolerance is always kind of interesting because you can't really tolerate the intolerant because in doing so you aren't necessarily tolerating certain people. And Bullywaki since he likes it. Oh yeah, exactly. Bullywaki because he's into that shit. Bully the poor man. Bully the old man before he hits the point of dementia and can't remember what's going on. We must bully him. I think I just hallucinated the smell of McDonald's fries and now I want McDonald's fries. And god damn it. I love hallucinating the smell of McDonald's fries. I could probably DoorDash some because I have like points that would make it virtually free, if not entirely free. Or I could just walk down to the fucking McDonald's like an adult. It's like, but I don't wanna. You pay the same jokes to him and he will constantly relive the moment. Exactly! Once you have dementia, you don't have to come up with new jokes. You can just keep telling people the same fucking jokes over and over again. Case in point, I knew a guy who had dementia who always told me the same weird-ass tampon joke every single time I saw him. Strange as hell being an adult sucks, though. Well, what's up? Hi, Twilight, welcome in. We're talking about bullying Waki while I power wash a ceiling. Power wash a ceiling in some good old bad old lo-fi and talking about bullying adults. I don't know if you've cleaned it yet. Have you taken a slice out of Earth so you can see the cross-section of all the geological layers? I have cleaned Earth. I did Earth, like, relatively early on. Big red blobs recently Earth. They're parts of Thea. Oh. Part of the little protoplanet that banged into us? I don't know if this is like an outer patch that I need to worry about. But I'm going to. The fucking planets get in the way! They're just stupid and confused all the time, says bro who's not like casually 30-something years old. I mean, I suppose you'd be the authority on the matter then if you're also an adult. Whoever's the oldest one in the room gets to decide if adults think you or not. And we get upset and angry at stuff. Yeah, basically. Adults just be upset about being alive. Which, honestly, fucking mood, okay? Sometimes I'm upset about being alive. I'm upset about being alive right now. I'm unemployed. I mean, I have a job interview on Friday, and I looked at my boyfriend, I'm like, how do you politely go, hey, what the fuck is up with your reviews? They're ass. So we kind of earned the right to be upset. After being alive this long, I think you're allowed to be upset about certain things. Once you've been around as long as some people have been, I feel like you're allowed to be a bit of a bitch. Like, I feel like old bitches have earned the right to be old bitches purely by just being around this long and not committing crimes, because everybody's... People are dumb. People are dumb and frustrating. You ever been to a fucking Costco? People are dumb. Like, if you don't think people are dumb, you've never been to a Costco. Which means that you're not a real adult. Like, in that case, just go home. Clock out, it's fine. I can wait until next week, or I can go in today and try to go get my shoes from my work. Donk. Fish. Shoes. I completely forgot what I was talking about because I just zoned out power washing, but yeah, I need to go pick up my shoes from work. I paid $20 for my fucking shoes! I bought these shoes specifically for this job because they told me I needed a pair of indoor shoes, so I went and bought a clean pair of indoor shoes. And now here the fuck I am! With no job, no shoes. Stuck on fucking Venus. What did you catch? You got a starfish. I get paid about 100 or so, but I went through payroll. Yeah. I don't know when I get paid. I assume I get paid at the end of the month since I don't seem to have gotten paid yet. I don't know. I'm just assuming that I'll get paid at some point. And then I'm gonna have to count up how much money I'm expected to receive. And then if they try to shortchange me, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. But yeah, we'll figure it out. My mom has an appointment at this place next week because since I worked at a massage clinic, I was able to get her in for cheaper. My mom's like, I'm not gonna go. Like, it's a principle of the thing. And I'm like, Mom, it's $20. I'm for weekly, bi-weekly is iffy. I think this one might be fucking monthly. But yeah, and she said that she could probably pick up my shoes while she's there. So here's to hoping that she can do that. But yeah, they haven't gotten back to me on whether or not I did something wrong. So I'm assuming they just didn't see my email. And I will not be emailing them a second time. Rest of Thea formed into the moon. Yeah, the planet that banged into us essentially formed the moon. I did know about that one. Everyone's made from the biggest chunks of a planet that had beef with little baby Earth billions of years ago. Basically... Capricornus constellation star. God, they label everything? Sagittarius? Oh fuck, they did label all of them. Yeah, I might want to monitor that. They said earlier about them trying to shortchange you. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and count up how much money I should have earned from my check. And then I'll guesstimate the taxes that I would have had to pay. Because I am kind of gonna have to guesstimate a little bit. Notice if we have like a tax calculator. Okay. Wash, wash, wash. Like, I don't think they'd shortchange me. Like, I don't want to think that they'd shortchange me or anything. They don't really strike me as, like, a shitty boss or anything like that, but... I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Make sure that I get fucking paid. Earth was abused into allowing us to exist. Basically. I think the same thing happened to Venus, which is part of why Venus spins in the opposite direction. And spins so fucking slow that, like, the days are so goddamn long there. And had that not happened to Venus, Venus probably would have looked a lot like Earth. That's how they look when they first hire you, they let the mask slip. I guess, yeah. They just seemed so nice. And everybody was so nice to me the entire time. And that's what gets me, is that everybody was so nice. Like, nobody ever told me that I was doing anything wrong. So I don't know what the fucking problem was. I don't know. There's no point in dwelling on it this hard. Like, truly, honest to God, there is no point to fixating on it. Wash, wash, wash. I've been said you were doing a better job and they felt threatened. I think what actually happened is that they hired too many part-timers and they couldn't afford to pay us all, and I think I might have been the last one hired, so last hired, first fired. Like, that's probably what happens, because I do try not to assume malice, especially in moments like these. So, it's more than likely that that's all that happened. I doubt anybody felt threatened by me doing a fucking front desk and laundry. Yeah, we'll just blame Waki. It probably is Waki's fault. Probably is his fault anyway. The bastard, man. I'll just text him just like, it's your fault, and then not elaborate. And so they've got just all the little zodiacs. And I hear Wacky lurking and such. I mean, he's probably got a job. Bro's probably doing his work. The funniest thing is that I could check, but I don't really tend to check on lurkers and stuff like that. Calling out lurkers is bad. Checking on stuff like that is bad. So I don't tend to. I also have my viewer count off on my end, so I cannot see my viewer count pretty much at any point whenever I'm streaming. Always assume that there's a bunch of people watching. And especially if you look at the viewer count, you're gonna get fucking sad about it, so like, don't do that. Ding 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 ding. Ding. This is Aries. How did y'all get chocolate fucking everywhere? The constellations? Yeah, the constellations are all the zodiac signs. We have Pisces up here. My wrist hurts. Work. He does have a real job, unlike some of us. I'm making fun of myself, not anybody else. And we have Aquarius. And I get to clean the fucking ceiling! There's a dome ceiling end. Nope! There we go, Jesus. You know who you are, Cheddar. You know who you are. I know who you are. I'm in your fucking walls. I'm in your walls, I'm eating your insulation. Consume. It's crunchy. The flavor's kind of stale, you should probably get this replaced though. Like, what are y'all doing up here? It's making this much of a goddamn mess. Ta-da! We're almost done. Joke's on you, I already ate all my insulation. That's probably what's wrong with you, bro. That's probably why you have 17 fucking health problems, because you're eating fiberglass. Wash, 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 wash. Yeah, after stream, I'm going to go fold laundry. Keep laundry going during the day, as I do. And then apply for a bunch of jobs, and then I'm gonna take a little break, play Warframe. Try and farm my Lich again. Because my Lich is just starting to get fucking annoying, and I need to farm him, and I also need to try and go get one of the relics for that. Born with a happy sum of debuffs from both sides of my family. I mean, the fiberglass probably isn't fucking helping, bro. I'm just saying. I have clinical insanity on one side of my family, and it's great. Wash, 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 wash. But yeah, my Lich is starting to piss me off in Warframe, so I am going to deal with his ass. before he severely pisses me off. And then I'm gonna start trying to farm sisters because I want the ephemeras from the Sisters of Parvos. So I'm going to start farming for those. But it's only after I get all my chores done and get some applications for jobs sent out. Only then am I allowed to start playing the Frame of War. You gotta kill the Sisters of Parvos I got. Yeah. I mean, if you're around after I'm done with my chores and my other various life bullshit, we can start lich farming once I get rid of my Cooler Lich. The annoying thing is that I need one of the mods that I don't have for my Parazon. My current Cooler Lich also sucks, but does not have anything worthwhile on him. Like, his gun, mid. His voice, mid. No ephemera, nothing interesting. Boring. But yeah, I'm gonna start farming the sisters. And I'll go from there. Check the wiki for trying to get to the angel ephemera. Oh, you have to, like, use certain progenitors? There's certain warframes, I guess, are the progenitors in this context. Wash. Must clean the posts. Okay, the hanging platform thing is done. Cleansed. I think the angel one is fire status. What? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about anymore. You've lost me, I'm confused. There we go. Is the angel one is I think I know which ephemera you're talking about. It's usually the one that everybody fucking wants. He needs a heat progenitor. All these barriers are not clean. But didn't whisper good candidates. Good to know. Where's my ladder? There we go.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
Maybe. Yay! They have a heat for their progenitor. Like they're in heat. God, that is so satisfying to watch and sped up. Catch like some proper concrete science. And the imminent visitation of our feline Planet X overlords. Hell yeah. I trade you one of my Perco sisters and she's a convert, she has the ephemera. I keep forgetting that you can do that. I think I have a converted one like that. We got options. There we go. Okay. I think 2 hours is good for games like these because these are like relatively relaxed and I find that I can't go that long before I start falling asleep. So I think the music was a good choice this time. So I think that if I do this again, I'm gonna do that. But I will see you guys Friday for Subnautica 1. If I take my glasses off to my blinker. Hi, Duncan. Okay, so this is the blinking with my glasses off, and I still frog blink a little bit. And this is the blinking with my glasses on. But look at the little ball. It's so cute. Okay. Gotta hit the worst time, but one last hydrate I will consume. Consume. Yeah, I can just basically just wink at you. Blink. Yeah, it's just squeezing my eyes shut trying to get it to blink. Okay, so I will see you guys Friday. It should be Friday night. Hold on, let me check. Okay, no, so it's gonna be Friday morning because I might have to leave Friday night because I am bartending the next day. And then I will see you guys again on Sunday. And Sunday night. So, we got options. We like options. But anyways, go find somebody to go and harass. As always, be on a risk behavior. I'll see you guys on Friday for Subnautica 1. We get to be cursed by fish. Bye bye bye.